we both get there our own way. Thistle and an apple tree, how different two souls can be. But we both grow from the same sorrow. If we both know we'll be together tomorrow, I can be like a tree in the wind, same old roots but I can bend, turning to understand and sway together. Now it's almost like a dance, the rendering of stubbornness, and it just cuts us deeper through the longer I'm away from you. Yeah, we fight good, we make love better. If we both know we'll be together forever, I can be like the tree in the wind, same old roots but I can bend, learning to understand and sway together. Nothing worth having comes easy, baby. Nothing worth having comes easy, baby. Nothing worth having comes easy, baby.
In all the good times I find myself longing for change.
Yeah, we fight.
Hey, Sunny.
We make
Hey, Sunny.
love
Look, lots of
better.
people
If
wish you
we
well.
both
They want to see you. They want to
be
see you doing well.
together forever.
Yeah. Hi, Sunny. Look what we have here. Look at this beautiful flower. This one blooms. Okay, Sunny. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. Oh my God, I've been... Oh my goodness. It's like I've been gone for an hour and I come back and she's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, you're back, you're back, you're back. You didn't leave me, I didn't leave you, Sunny. I've been gone only for an hour. So let me show you the cactus flower. So this it blooms only for a couple of days, so it didn't open fully yet. So I think it's gonna open today or tomorrow more fully, and then it's gonna last for a couple of days, and when that one finishes, then the new one is going to take its place. And that doesn't happen often, like once or twice a year only, but I think it's only once a year. Beautiful, beautiful flower, and it becomes really big for the size of the cactus. And the other queen of the night, the other pitaya flower is going to open as well. I'm keeping an eye on it. I really, really want to record it once it does. Hey, Sunny. Hey, Sunny. Yeah. Hi, Sunny. Hi. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. I just walked in, but I still have my sunglasses on. But I just want to show you quickly before Mario comes back with Alex. I want to show you what I got yesterday. It was just so exciting. Let me go bring the other one as well. So yesterday, Mario surprised me with a package. He picked it up from the post office, and it's the project bags that Pia from Traveling Miss Knits sent me. And I have commented on, on one of the videos on her 100th episode that I commented. She was drawing winners for these project bags by Maki. And look, they're really, really, really pretty. But I didn't only receive those. She packed inside one of the bags, she packed 2 skeins of her hand-dyed yarn, the yarn that she dyed. She doesn't do that for business, although looking how pretty these things are, I think that she definitely should. She said that these reminded her of, she was playing during the summer with the colors, and these reminded her of the garter shawls that I was making. How pretty are these? Really stunning. And the bags as well. So yeah, I was like a kid in a candy store. And to top it all off, let me show you something else. Okay, it's a key, but this is, Mario got me my own P.O. box. I must sound so obnoxious on camera, but it's really exciting because until now I had to use my mother-in-law's P.O. box, but now I have my own and I will link it in the description. Lighting was not great in my bedroom, so I do come in and out of focus. However, the conversation is quite interesting if you want to stick around. Well, we're back in my bedroom, and I just came back from, I'm looking at my hair, it looks there, I washed it last night, but because I put some oil into kind of like feed the roots, it looks dirty again. But I went today to, I just came back. I went to do some treatment for my face, and this is something that I started doing. I started about 2 years ago, and I didn't really keep up with it. But a couple of months ago, I decided that that's what I'm gonna do. Not procedures, just treatments, like once a month or once every other month. And I'm happy that I started doing that because I haven't all my life, especially living in Cyprus, I didn't really take care of my skin at all. And we're here like constantly in the sun, and it does have effects on the skin. So now as I'm aging, rather than go for procedures and stuff like that, I decided to kind of start doing treatments. And I went today, and I went last month as well for a different treatment. So I didn't schedule the next one, but I will in a couple of weeks' time. So I'm going to try to go once a month or once every 2 months to kind of like do the upkeep. Because I told them when I went there, I said, listen, I don't want you to iron my face. I don't want to look like I'm 20. So I don't want to have all these things where I'm going to look all, abnormally young, if that's possible. That's not my goal. I just want to age gracefully and to look as fresh as I can. So that's the goal that I have. I don't know how I'm going to feel later on in life, but for now that's how I feel. I just want to start taking care of my skin. Last night I was in the kitchen. It was late in the night, and war airplanes flew over us, and it was 3 in formation, and they were flying really low. That Mario, he was in the bathroom, and when he came out, he said, what is that? What was that? He goes, the bathroom was trembling, and I because I heard it, I went outside and I saw them. But I don't know why I mentioned that now, because it's not something I really want to talk about. You all know how I feel about wars, and so we will not get into that now. But let's appreciate the bags that Pia sent me one more time in this different light. So this is the larger project bag that I got, and this is the smaller one. And the yarn, let's see in this light how it looks. So pretty. Oh. Okay, so I still don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this, but I will keep it until I get inspired. It's precious. It's going into the precious pile. Let's. I wanted to finish what I was telling you, the conversation yesterday, answering the question yesterday. about my previous business, my candle business. I might knit on my mom's jumper while we do that, but I don't know if I can see anything. It's a little bit dark in here. So I answered the question yesterday about this lady that asked about, what she can do to avoid harmful chemicals in fragrances. There are definitely, just as a recap, there are definitely candles that are made with essential oil. However, if you want to make your own, just have in mind that a lot of oil needs to go in the candle in order to give you a good hot throw. Because cold throw is how the candle smells whilst it's in the solid form, and hot throw is how it smells once it's lit, how well it disperses. So, but as far as my business is concerned, so I had a candle making business for 10 years, and that started after my university. It started off as a hobby, and I was working with my father in shipping at that time. And I didn't really, that was not something for me sitting in the office. I wanted to have like some form of a hobby. And I got the idea of learning how to make candles. At that time, there was no YouTube, so you couldn't really, it wasn't that easy to learn, but we did have internet. So I found a bit of information, what I could here and there. And I started experimenting. In fact, the first candle that I made, I didn't even have molds. It was in a McDonald's cup that I poured it. I put the wick and I kind of peeled the paper cup, and I had the leftover candle. So slowly I was experimenting with that, and then people started wanting to buy them. So I sold a few, and I remember I started the business by, my mom gave me 40 pounds. At that time we didn't have euro, we had Cypriot pounds. She gave me 40 pounds. And with those 40 pounds, I ordered a few fragrances, because I had to order everything from abroad, but just only so I can have for a few candles and a bit of wax. I made those. I sold those, then with that money I bought some more, and then it took over. It was literally one of those buy one apple, bake it, sell it, and then buy two, and so forth. It really grew like that gradually, which was great because it gave me time to perfect my craft. And I was doing that, and I was attending shows and here and there. It was still relatively hobbyish like. It was a business. I started making money, but it wasn't some serious money. And then when I decided to get serious about it, then I did. Then it became a proper business, and it grew that much, that the fact that for 5 years or so, the whole family was living off of my business. Mario joined me as well, and he was helping me out. He was doing the marketing and deliveries and all that, because I couldn't manage everything on my own. And how it developed is how I entered first before I had a retail brand. Now I'm jumping from all over the place, because I don't know if all of you find this interesting, but because this is one of the questions I thought I'd answer. Before I had a retail brand, I went into the hotel and spa industry, because my candles were natural soy wax. The fragrances, as I told you, they were premium grade fragrance oils that are used in the cosmetics industry, like for perfumes, but they were made especially for candles. And for the bath and body products, there were fragrances that are bath and body safe. But the wax that I was using was 100% natural soy wax. And here in Cyprus, we have a lot of hotels and spas, luxury hotels and spas. So I started approaching some of those hotels, and they all said yes. Whoever I approached, they said yes, because my pitch was that I was going to create a signature fragrance for each of the spas. And because scent triggers certain memories and feelings that we have. The idea that I pitched them, I said, if I create a signature fragrance for your spa and people smell that fragrance while they're experiencing the treatments and whatever, that while they're enjoying themselves, and then they have a candle that they can buy with their logo, and then they take it back home to wherever country they came from. Every time they smell that candle, it's going to take them back to the experience that they had at that hotel in that spa. Everybody loved the idea. So that's what we started doing, and it started expanding very quickly. However, it took a toll on me because I was the one person that was creating as well as making, so not only creating the product, but developing the business as well as creating the products. So that grew. I got quite a few hotels and spas in Cyprus, and then I had to limit myself how many new I'm going to take because I couldn't manage. So I kind of limited myself to expanding to 2 hotels a year. I couldn't do any more than that. And then when Alex was about 3 years old, because at that time I was staying at home. I wanted to be with the kids, with Nicola at first, and then Alex as well. So when Alex was about 3 years old, I decided to open a retail shop. But before that, I also entered the duty-free of the airport in Cyprus with the retail brand, my own brand. And I was working the duty free, which was also a lot of hard work because most of the brands there, they actually have their own salespeople because they work on commission. So if you don't have anybody there, then whoever stops in front of your stand is usually kind of like scooped by the salesperson of the other brand next door, so they can make a commission. So I had to spend a lot of time at the airport as well. And Alex was just born. When I was merchandising the airport, I was still bent over from the cesarean. I couldn't straighten up because I was still in pain after the surgery. But the work was so much even before the retail shop. I remember when I was about to give birth to Alex, because they were both of my kids were C-sections. So Nicola, my older one, he was an emergency C-section because I was in labor for 23 hours and my body didn't want to cooperate. So I didn't dilate at all after 23 hours. So it was an emergency C-section. So with Alex, the gynecologist, he didn't want to risk it. So we scheduled the C-section as is. So the C-section was scheduled for Tuesday. On Saturday, I was, before that, a couple of days before that, I was doing a whole wedding for a friend of ours. I was doing all the decoration to help her out. And on Friday, so what is that, 3 or 4 days before, Four Seasons Hotel calls me and they go, we need 200 candles. I was like, okay. Now, mind you, I'm like this. I'm like 9 months pregnant. I'm massive. And it's really hot because Alex was born beginning of September. So I said, okay, so for when do you need the 200 candles? And they said immediately. I started laughing. I was like, guys, I'm ready to pop here. But what happened? That was Friday. I finished the wedding for my friend on Saturday. Tuesday came. We started packing the car on the way to the clinic. We were packing the car. We had 1 bag for me, 1 bag for the baby, candles for Four Seasons Hotel. On the way to the clinic, we stopped. We made a delivery of the candles. I told them, guys, here you go, but I really need to go. I'm going to have a baby. And we drove to the clinic and I had the baby. And then soon after, I was merchandising the duty-free at the airport, as I told you, even though before I have healed from the surgery. So the business was expanding. I had meetings in London with Harrods, Fortnum and Mason, and Harvey Nichols as well, to put my candles there. But the recession hit, and nothing really happened with that, which is just as well, because I wouldn't have been able to manage everything. Even like this, it was really tough. It was really tough. I was getting dizzy a couple of times a day. I was averaging 16-hour work days with no weekends. But the worst of all, the kids didn't see me. They hardly saw me ever. And I was doing that, obviously, in order to support the family. But kids being so small, they were suffering, and they don't understand, obviously, why their mom is not there. So after about 5 years of running with that speed, in the meanwhile, we were investing in some stuff, and we were doing something else on the side, Mario especially. And I couldn't do it anymore. And I said to Mario, and I said, look, can we afford for me to close the business now? And we did some calculations, and he said, not yet. So then I didn't, and I kept it for another 6 months or so. And then the moment we could afford for me to close the shop, I did. I closed the door. I didn't even sell the business. I didn't even want to deal anything with it. I just closed the door, and that was it. And I never looked back. That came with its own hardships, because my whole identity disappeared in an instant, and I went through a depression after that, even though the first 2 months I loved it because I was able to relax. But afterwards I went through a depression, because my whole identity of all these years of being the provider, of constantly working, disappeared. However, my kids got their mom back, and that is priceless. So I'm not complaining. As much as I have loved doing what I did, it was my baby, it was my creation. As much as I loved it, my kids got their mom back, and I stayed in the house since. So I still have a lot of packaging from my retail brand, and I don't know what to do with that. So I'm thinking, how can I use it now for the products that I'm selling now, whether it's yarn or fiber for spinning. But that's tricky, because I have the logos of my brand on the packaging. But I'll think about it more, and if you guys don't mind, I might even just package in order to not to throw away all those boxes and choose, because that was really nice, beautiful packaging that I had designed. I might use that. So yeah, that's that. I will leave it here for today. Didn't show you the knitting, but okay, it's Vlogtober. It doesn't have to be knitting every time. And I didn't even knit while I was talking to you. I thought I was going to kind of like knit and chat like lots of podcasters do, but I just got into the conversation. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.